Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's Squawk on a Thursday, and we are down here at Converge Live. It is day 2, and so far, most of the conversations have been around, as you won't be surprised to know, the continuing fog of these tariff wars that we're embroiled in, which is affecting, obviously, markets, companies, but also even consumers now. There's also excitement about AI, post that DeepSeek Sputnik moment about 2 months ago, but also concerns about the Chinese economy. On top of that, we're also on top of the crypto story here, and our in-house crypto expert Arjun Karpal joins us right now. Morning, Arch. Great to see you. You're going to be doing a crypto panel later this morning.
Absolutely. I'll be speaking to the CEO of Binance, Richard Teng, as well as the CEO of HashKey Capital, Chao Deng, who actually joins us now. Coincidentally, Chao, good to see you this morning. Let's talk a bit about the volatility we've seen in the markets with Bitcoin since the market got super excited over the election of Donald Trump in November and the campaign he ran around a pro-crypto message. Since then, Bitcoin has come off those all-time highs. What is the concern? Is it that so far the administration has not lived up to the hype, or is it broader worries about the U.S. economy and elsewhere?
Thanks. I think the Trump administration has changed the regulatory instance from a more conservative or sometimes hostile instance to a more supportive instance towards the crypto industry. With Trump taking office, the regulatory clarity is becoming more clearer. Previously, it's always intended ambiguity. And now, with Trump and the new administration's support, the regulatory framework will be more clearer. And secondly, the public and institutional legitimacy will be significantly improved. So now the institutions, endowments, financial institutions, high net worth individuals, they feel comfortable to get into the Web3 and crypto space in a more regulated and compliant way.
Sure, I understand that and accepted that is the headline for the incoming Trump administration, much more friendly towards crypto, right? But to Arj's point just a couple of seconds ago, after the announcement of that U.S. national cryptocurrency reserve, there should have been a heck of a lot of excitement and price action to the upside. Instead, though, we've had crypto starting to, maybe not crater, but it's come off a significant amount. How much of this is simply just from the demand side, that the U.S. to set up the reserve is not going to be buying any additional or new crypto, but rather using seized crypto?
Yes, you're right. I think firstly, the price, the expectation for the strategic Bitcoin reserve has been priced in a little bit before the announcement. Okay. And secondly, the announcement, as you mentioned, is more a use of the seized crypto instead of buying new cryptos from the market. This might be below the expectations of the market.
Chao, can I just jump in as well? Because you mentioned the regulatory environment being clearer, being more favorable. Yeah. But at the moment, we haven't really seen any indication as to what clearer regulation looks like in the U.S. You have the president launching his own coin, the first lady launching her own coin as well. And one of the big issues around crypto over the past few years has been consumer protection, or the lack thereof. Consumer protection, particularly in the U.S., and the number of coins that are actually in the market. And cleaning up some of that has been one of the crypto industry's desires. So it almost seems there's a contradiction between, yes, more friendly pro-environment, but that means there does need to be some regulation, which we haven't seen as of yet.
Regulation takes a longer time than the industry expects. It's always the case in all new nascent industries. I think for the first time in a crypto and Web3 history, a major player, a major regulator like the U.S. has expressed very clear support of the industry. This also is already a very important message to the industry. The U.S. regulator will be followed by other regulators, same as in Europe, in Asia, here in Singapore and Hong Kong.
Yeah. Followed, but this is an interesting point because, you know, if you split it by geographies, right, there is a sense that the U.S. is a little late to the party, right? I mean, Arj knows this, right? He's based in London, right? You can make an argument that places like Europe have stolen a march on the U.S. in terms of regulation over crypto. my question to you is, do you get a sense that, like a lot of other industries in Europe, that crypto is over-regulated, or do they have it right?
It varies from jurisdiction to jurisdictions. Yeah. From what we observe here in Asia, like in Hong Kong, the regulators and the top officials from the government, they are very supportive. I think it's too early to give a final conclusion yet. It's now still the experimental period. The industry should have more flexibility and more room for exploration and innovation.
Chao, can I pick up the point about Hong Kong? Yeah. Very interesting market, because I was based in the mainland China at the time when the People's Bank of China and other regulators were trying to wipe out trading on the mainland. Not long after, Hong Kong came out with a fresh set of rules providing a bit more clarity about exchanges and licensing regimes and other things like that. Is the sort of forward push by Hong Kong at the moment a sign that trading and crypto could return to the mainland, which of course would be a huge boost for the market?
That's an interesting question. Hong Kong is always the gateway to the Chinese mainland market, and Hong Kong is always used as the lab for experiments, either in economies or in new industries or new sectors. From what we run regulated exchange, regulated funds in Hong Kong. From our conversations with the regulators, I think in a way they are trying their best to use the one country, two systems as an experiment. If it's successful, I think there is the possibility the mainland China government will reconsider their stance towards the crypto and Web3 industry.
Do you think that's inevitable? Do you think the mainland government will definitely bring crypto back, or it's still a wait and see?
For a government to have a clear message, it takes time. From what I know so far, our conversations with the mainland professionals and related sources, I think they are now looking at the market and see what's going on in other countries, what's happening in Web3 industries, and then they may come up with their response towards this industry.
So I'm curious though, right? Even before the Chinese government sealed approval on crypto, right? We've already seen a significant amount of Chinese money looking for a home and for better returns. I mean, it's not been going into Chinese property, right? It's been going into gold. It's been going into dollar accounts offshore, maybe in the Mag 7 stocks, and it's been going into crypto. The push right now, I think, around AI is to try and get the local stock market, especially A shares, right, which have been lagging H shares, to go up. And they want some of that money, I think, as I'm led to believe, to come out of all of these areas and to go into equities instead. When that happens, how significant a hit is that going to be on crypto? What I'm trying to ask is how influential, how much price makers are Chinese investors in crypto? Do you have any sort of sense?
Yeah. I think the crypto industry is not particular. The Chinese affluent class, whenever their wealth reaches a certain level, they need to allocate their assets into multiple asset classes. Crypto, same as other high-tech industry, is one of their major interest in area of interest. From our conversations with the investors, some of them do have Chinese backgrounds. When they consider their asset allocation, they would allocate a significant percentage of their assets into this emerging asset class.
Okay, all right. It's about much as we can hope for, I guess. Mm-hmm. Right, listen, Chao, fantastic talking to you. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
And come and see us again very soon.
Thank you very much.
All right, Chao Deng there, and our in-house distributed ledger and crypto expert, Arjun Karpal. Back to you guys.